Yeah, so we this is our little hole. I wonder if we can maybe throw something down on the mini map there. Surely there's like a map or let's do this. There's a way to look up mods, isn't there? We'll do it later. We'll do it later. We'll just keep marching on. We got our axe. Let's just grab a little bit of wood. And then we'll find a mining hole. A mining hole. And we'll do that ever fun job of mining, which I'm sure will be riveting viewing for most people that are joined into the stream to watch me play. They've probably come in to watch me hold down the right click for a little while. I wonder if I should. Let's sort this out a bit here. Oh, that's quick. Let's make ourselves a nice little wide entranceway. Maybe we have the house off there and then off this way. We will probably change those dirt walls eventually to something not dirt. Let's maybe just start a little walk down this way. Oh, there's our marble. That's it. We're moving up in the world, boys. We're going to be able to get us some nice marble bench tops or something, maybe. Get some nice slate for our tiled floors. I've only got 8. Is coal the thing? I assume coal's a thing. I'll use 8. I'll see how deep I can go with 8. Is this going to be just like 17 levels of slate? So while we're going at it, while we're doing, I guess, the mind-numbing and boring part of Minecraft, which is probably the most therapeutic, to be honest. Oh, that's a horrible noise. What is that? Is it music? That's probably something else that I've turned music off. If you, it just does my head in. But if it's something you guys want to hear, if you guys are into the whole Minecraft music, by all means let me know and I will re-enable it. What happened to those 2 stairs I had left? Did I use them all? Must have. Anyway, we can jump here if we need to. The bees are always looking at me. Are you guys chill? They're giant bees. I wonder if you can like befriend them, give them honey or flowers or something. Oh, that's not good. Get out there in the daytime, son. Hello. Hello. Oh, sniper. I have something to eat. Well, that officially made me jump. Oh, why isn't he? Get out in the sun. Yeah, it's on now. It's on. Yeah. First kill of the game, boys. We're feeling it. I say boys. It's always been a sort of weird thing that most streamers say boys. Well, at least most streamers that I watch. And I assume that there is a small percentage or a percentage of people on Twitch that is female. So should we just, I don't know, say people instead of yeah, boys? Look at these raspberries. Just a little top up I need. Yeah, so this, as I was saying before I rudely got shot in the back by a skeleton, this is probably the least exciting part of Minecraft, I assume. Oh, what's that? Stone fossil ore. Now that sounds exciting. I do hear a zombie somewhere nearby. Oh yeah, he's close. Sound whoring. He's on the left, I believe. Yeah, he's right through this. Should I just open up one little block here? Oh, maybe he's above me. He's in here somewhere. Oh, he's over. Hello? Hello? That's going to annoy me now. But maybe I'm not in a position yet to be searching for zombies and stuff. Maybe I just need to get myself a little bit more kitted out first. Yeah, so the most boring part of the game, I guess, depending on how you look at it, could also be a little bit therapeutic. I imagine if there was a million people in chat here and people throwing questions and stuff at me, it would probably time would pass. Excuse me, that was a bit of dinner repeating on me. It would probably pass a little bit quicker, but seeing though it's just me streaming to just me at the moment, I will do my best to distract myself. I was going to say the viewers, but it's just me. From the monotonous and boring task at hand, and maybe did I just look? This is another thing you're probably going to have to get used to. I'm a little bit. I don't know. Can I say anal? Is anal the right word? I'm a little bit. Yeah, well, I can't really think pedantic about making sure all of me stuff is closed up and that it all makes sense and what have you. So if that annoys you, I apologise. If you're one of those people that digs up all the dirt from underneath you and then just puts the thin layer of dirt over the top, I completely understand that too. Sometimes when you're into a game, the last thing you want to do is just be land just a tiny little bit of, just spending your time filling up. You just want to get back into it as quickly as possible. So, ooh, what's this green stuff? Green cobblestone. Jade. Ooh. Ooh. Is that a hole into some zombies? Hello? 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 Well, we found a cave pretty early on. Oh, I saw the top of that tree there and I was sure it was a creeper. So, well, maybe it won't be that boring if we get straight into some excitement and I die almost immediately. Let's just get rid of this jade wall as well. Hello? Are they above me? What's going on here? Why can I hear them, but I can't see them? So yeah, seeing though I don't have a chat and seeing though there's, I guess, no one to really lead conversation, I'll do my best to, I guess, talk through what I'm doing, but at the same time, keep it somewhat entertaining. The whole sort of premise behind starting up my channel and starting streaming, obviously the fact that we're on lockdown had a lot to do with it. But the whole sort of premise behind it was that I was watching stream. There tended to be a lot of people that are extremely good at video games, which I absolutely do not fall into that category. If anything, I'm probably at the bottom run of that category. Did I leave that gap open? Am I going to have a... No one can get through there, right? Mini zombie, maybe? Yeah, I absolutely fall into the not very good category, and there's obviously other people that are extremely entertaining while also being good at gaming. So it's obviously a sort of tough industry to crack, and I do recognise that there is quite a few people that are incredibly good at streaming and entertaining people. So it was, I guess, starting out more as a opportunity for me to have some screen time, some on-time screen time, and also maybe be more about entertaining rather than being about gameplay. And ironically, all I've done over the last couple of streams since I've gone live is play video games, but mainly because I'm sort of in a I used to play a lot of Call of Duty back when my reflexes were a little bit better, and it was still the happening game before Fortnite and whatever else is overtaking it. Ooh, that sounds like rain. You know what I should have done? I should have gone looking for another sheep. Well, that wasn't very smart, was it? Anyway, I came up for this. I suppose I can empty out as much of this as possible too. Maybe make another chest. A double chest still a thing. Yeah, so all I've really done is play video games lately, mainly because Call of Duty Warzone, I'm quite into that at the moment. It definitely has a sort of nostalgia feel in terms of it being very similar to the Call of Duty games that I initially played and sort of fell in love with. And the whole, what do they call them? Multiplayer, big Warzone battle map thingies. Again, my brain's just not working very well tonight, so apologies. that I'm quite enjoying that aspect of it. So it's good fun. I think as I've got a couple of other mates I play online with. I think I've even streamed with a couple of them online before when we streamed as the foursome. They, like me, used to play a while ago and have sort of fallen in love with it as well. So between the four of us, we're always sort of talking to each other to getting on and playing, and we're somebody just spoke, and I apologise for not talking. They're asking if they can join. This is sort of a last-minute thing. So first of all, thank you for stopping by and saying hello. This is a last-minute thing, so it's just a single-player thingy. I haven't quite got a server set up or what have you. This I was going to play something else, but I will definitely look into organising a server and what have you at a later date. So I appreciate the... No problem. Thank you very much for stopping by and saying hello. So as I was saying, the whole purpose was to maybe have something more on the entertainment side as opposed to it being anything in terms of great quality gameplay, because I am getting a little bit older. As I said, my birthday was yesterday. I am getting just a little bit older, so it is somewhat more difficult for me to compete with the 16 and 17-year-olds who have lightning quick reflexes. So the thought was to play some slower paced games and what have you, and fate has just sort of made me fall in love with some games that I probably shouldn't be playing at my age. So I have been playing a lot of League of Legends on stream, and I have been playing a lot of COD, and the problem is I just tend to stare at the screen like a zombie trying to figure out, first of all, how the other person killed me so quickly, and second of all, what I should and shouldn't be doing. So I thought I'd quickly just jump in and play a bit of Minecraft however I can. Maybe I could even double this up as a YouTube video, and yeah, maybe talk more and let everyone know who I am a little bit more than just the zombie that has been playing League of Legends and what have you in the past. So yes, I started out doing this, I guess, partly because I was interested in doing some video production stuff. And so if you do have a look at my YouTube channel, I tend to have a mix of, well, I say tend to, I've done about 8 videos at the moment, but I have a mix of both gaming and, I guess, entertainment, podcast, comedy, I don't know what you'd put them under, but stories on my YouTube channel where I tend to add a little bit more video production and stuff into the videos that I put up. So it's very much been a... that's where the name LT Stories came from. It was very much a let's create something where I, tell some stories and have a chat rather than it being, look at how great I am at video games. If you are interested in watching people that are great at video games, I am sure there is a plethora of people on, not that I'm trying to drive you away from my stream, of course, but I'm sure there's a ton of other people that you go to before me. So this is that was the whole story behind LT Stories and why I started up LT Stories in the form that it's in now. I've also just discovered TikTok, which, look, I don't know if it's a good thing or not. I think prior to doing this, this is, I guess, what I do at the moment. I stay at home and look after kids. Obviously, with the lockdown, that's been part of it. But prior to that, also, I was a stay-at-home dad. So it's prior to being a stay-at-home dad and looking after the kids, I worked in social media, and the thing that we sort of always found funny was that the next big up-and-coming social media trend was usually discovered by kids who made something worthwhile and made it, fun and exciting and something that advertisers and people could make money out of. So advertisers will jump onto it, and obviously the platforms themselves would jump onto it and try to make as much money as possible. And the thing that made them cool was the fact that there was no parents around. And then once parents started finding out about them, a bit like TikTok is at the moment, they jumped on board because, I mean, TikTok, love it or hate it, it is good fun, and it's a bit addictive in terms of just sitting down and strolling through everyone's content. So it's I think started to become more a place for adults. I don't know why I just dug up that floor. I had a plan in mind, and now I have no idea why I did it. Anyway, while it was originally a place, I guess, for younger people to do creative stuff and what have you, now it just seems like it's more my generation, maybe a little younger, doing their sort of stuff on there. So it's been a interesting place for me to create with just small snippets of content in terms of doing, less than a minute videos of sort of, I see TikTok as being sort of the Twitter of video sharing, if that makes sense, where you just sort of have a little bit. I remember why I wanted to dump everything just in case I died diving down into that hole. But maybe I'll dig sideways so that I've got an exit strategy if it all goes poorly for me. As I said, I'm very used to playing Minecraft where I just cheat, and if I die, I bring myself back or use some sort of cheat code to find my body again. So I wonder if this has like graves and stuff. As I said, it's been a long time since I've played a Minecraft game, and the last one I had, it wasn't that terrible to die, but I guess we'll find out now, shall we? Look at this place. That doesn't look good. Is like this whole thing, oh God, this is not good. Is the whole point of this, oh, what is that black stuff? Is the whole point of this that you're constantly, that everything below the surface is like one giant cave? Look at how big and wide open this is. That looks horrendous. Oh God. I don't have enough torches to light all this up. Save me. I definitely don't want to go anywhere near skeletons at this point. Should I just get out of here? Let's at least get a bed. Oh God. Let's at least get a bed and we'll figure it out from there, shall we? Is it daytime yet? It's 4 a.m. This is kind of what I used to feel like prior to the lockdown. Well, I say prior to the lockdown, I'm lying, prior to having kids and a family, where you'd come sort of crawling out of your cave at 4 o'clock in the morning after a night on the drink, and there's rain coming down, and you'd sort of stumble into your house and think, oh God, why didn't I put a bed down before? All right, well, maybe it's not exactly like my life, but... So yes, TikTok. I've been playing around on TikTok. Really, as I said, really quite enjoying it, because it is good fun and a chance to express yourself. But I feel like the next big thing has already been discovered by 13, 14, 15-year-old kids. And we need to figure out what that is so that we can get in there and ruin it for them again. It's a bit like, I guess, I don't know if you guys are, if everyone will relate with this, but yeah, sorry, somebody just sent me a message. It's dried sinew. Oh, I thought that was food of some sort. Oh, well, I guess we'll do something with it. It's a bit like when you're a kid at school. I guess embarrassing your kids on TikTok now by having your own TikTok account is a bit like when your parents used to drive you to school and drop you off, and you always said to them, can you hide around the corner and drop me off around the corner, because I don't want my friends to see how bad our car is or how dorky you are or whatever it is that... What is that? Genus cobblestone. Oh yeah, whatever the deal may be. It's I reckon TikTok or social media is a little bit like that now, where kids find these havens to get away from their kids, and then, kids find this haven to get away from their parents, and then before you know it, it's been taken over by their parents, and they're not quite enjoying it anymore. So it's a very interesting, and of course, the only thing that keeps those social media channels going and keep them as a relevant thing is the advent of advertising, and obviously advertising needs to... Oh, hello, there's my first creeper. Nope. Why is he moving towards me? Oh, I start to think that maybe there were different types of creepers, but nope. Yeah, so obviously the only way these platforms stay and expand and get bigger and better is the advent of advertising, and obviously they tend to advertise to kids, but they also want parents to be able to spend the money. So because kids tend not to have as high disposable income, so it's all, I guess, a symbiotic relationship between social media having it be cool enough for kids to be on, but also, I guess, relevant enough for parents to be on and target advertising to. It's obviously why I started out or got into social media. I found the experiment, very interesting. It's also, I think the interesting thing about social media is that anyone has a voice, which can be the greatest thing in the world. There's obviously countries where people aren't allowed to express opinions and what have you, and social media has given people the ability to be able to do that. And then there's people who probably shouldn't have opinions on social media as well. So obviously when all of these platforms started, Instagram, Facebook and what have you, I think they probably had a different start to, I guess, a different vision of what they thought that their platform would be before it became, I guess it's all sort of owned by Facebook now, but I just sort of wonder if their original vision for what they started with is what it is now. I feel like Facebook definitely has a bad rap in terms of, sorry, I'm just going over here, A, to get some more berries, and B, to see if I can find a white sheep, because I'm not sure if I need 3 white wool to be able to make a bed, and I would like to have a bed so that I can go back into that giant cavernous hellhole down below and see if I can survive for longer than 3 minutes. Yeah, I just wonder if the initial, because I was a huge fan of Vines. I don't know if you guys remember Vine, but it was, I guess, TikTok before TikTok was TikTok. Bitumen ore. I wonder if I can make roads with that. But yeah, I sort of love the concept of short videos and short content, which is obviously what TikTok is now. But I did love Vines, and I was all in on it. There's been some other things like, I don't know, Periscope and stuff like that, where I wasn't 100% sure they were for me or raw bitumen, or if they were going to be successful or what have you. But I thought Vine was going to be the one, and then it just sort of never really progressed much further than it did. And maybe TikTok has taken over from that. But it's one of those interesting sort of. I also find the way gaming has changed back from. I sort of started gaming. The first video game I think I ever played was Prince of Persia on the 386. Probably showing my age here. Oh, I'm going to get lost again. See, this is what I was talking about before. Oh, God. It'll be hilarious when I have to just completely start again because I've lost where I live. I should be paying attention. Maybe I need to just put like a big... I came looking for... Surely I've got to be down here somewhere, right? Because I went up the hill. Is this where I am? Oh, God, I'm lost. I'm lost. Yeah, so the first video game I ever played was, I think, Prince of Persia, and it was all run off MS-DOS. I don't even think Windows was a thing. And then now I think the free-to-play gaming, I think mobile games sort of transferred the way the video gaming industry worked in terms of, well, there's a river here, and I don't remember being anywhere near a river. Oh, God, I really need to look all of this stuff up. Yeah, so I find the way video gaming has changed in terms of free to play games like the COD Warzone is obviously. I bought the whole the big version of the game mainly because I wanted to see what it was like. But anyone can jump on, play COD for free, and then all right. Well, I dug this up looking for stuff, and then I came around this corner over this hill. It's got to be over here, surely. Right? They're the raspberry bushes. I found it. Relax, everyone. I found it. We're good. Yeah. So the whole free to play model of getting people in, and League of Legends is obviously a game I play as well, and I've probably spent more on League of Legends. Oh, I still haven't found a white sheep. What do I use bitumen for? To make asphalt. So it is for roads, basically. Is coal the only way, charcoal the only way I'm going to be able to make torches? that was part of the reason why I started cutting down the wood. Yeah, I find that whole free-to-play model very interesting, and I think, well, I guess Google was sort of the pioneers of a person being the product. You know, we the old saying that anytime something is, oh, I'm sure I just heard a dog. Anytime you get something for free, chances are you're the product. Man, I wish those torches showed up on the mini map. Maybe cobblestone, weird coloured cobblestone. Yeah, what is this Genesis cobblestone? I'll just build the world's tallest tower. I'm sure I can hear a dog. Yeah, that whole sort of free to play back in my day, you spent $70, $80, $100 on a title and played it for a couple of months, and then sort of moved on to the next one and tried to go sell it at a used game dealership for. I'm sure that still happens, but I kind of like the whole free to play model, and if a game is good enough, people I think will spend money on it anyway. So I kind of feel like the whole social media, YouTube, all of these things are an opportunity for people that are good enough, and there's the dog there. People that are good enough, and people that are, I guess, making, enjoyable enough content. And if you're wondering what this giant statue is, I'm going to call it a. Hi, is it orbitals? If you're wondering what I'm building here, this is what I'm going to call my monument to me getting lost all the time. I'm trying to build something that's tall enough for me to see if I move away from the base a little bit, because I just have zero sense of direction. And oh God, that hurt. I can't, I thought I saw some coal. So coal does exist. Yeah, I have no sense of direction, so I get lost all the time. So I figured I'd build myself a monument, because I'm sure that there's something. So yeah, I guess, quick story short, I haven't played Minecraft in quite some time. I want to say probably at least a year, maybe even two. This is a brand new mod pack to me. I just sort of downloaded what I saw was the most recent. So I'm trying to figure it all out, and the game kept crashing prior to me jumping online. So I'm very much a noob to this. I have played a bit of Minecraft, but so I don't know if there's like a map marking waypoint type deal. But I figured, look, see, now I know I live roughly in that direction. The only problem is if I go on the other side of that hill, I'm in trouble.